2 peaks left on Meritus side, and Boarab and Mongoose. Mongoose was always playing range units, 1 slingers and 1 javelin, I think. And then Boaram, I don't really remember. Now when Boaram is picking javelin, looks like. So he hasn't logged that in yet. But I went with double javelins before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again. But with Sula, not Caesar. So they have 1 Sula javelins and 1 Caesar javelins. That's a good combo. And Mongoose is going with slingers. They just need to lock it in. Oh, Mongoose with arches instead of slingers. Enemy has javelin, slingers and light artillery already. Though Alpis Gray is good for archers because those rocks near the watchtower can screen you from slingers and light artillery fire. If they play that correctly. I mean, it all goes down to positioning. There are so many variables that it's very hard to predict what will happen. Once we see how they deploy, we can start making some predictions of how the battle will turn out.
That's true, I'm just too busy trolling the chat. Why are we picking tier 3 and not tier 1 though?
Yep, there are no ways to kill casters in this patch. At least a reliable way. I've tried it with Scorch Earth, but if you use Scorch Earth on yourself, you don't kill yourself entirely, and then every another Scorch Earth you throw is weaker and weaker and weaker, and it's not enough to kill you. You need to throw multiple Scorch Earth, you need to go back to your units instead of watching the battle. It just doesn't work. Like, stakes were perfect because stakes kill you instantly from 100 to 0. Anything else doesn't work.
Yep, same thing I was thinking with pikes, and even then you still have at least 1 unit left.
Yeah, and it takes so long to kill yourself as well.
Yes.
So there's just no good, reliable way of killing yourself, so we're just not doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, if the rules are legit, I have looked through all the possibilities. I've tried killing ourselves with Scorch Earth, it just doesn't work.
Let's see, where's the high spiral? Good.
Okay, Meritus Esport is going heavily for that hill. Everything is deployed in the north part of the map. And yeah, that's 10 seconds left and they have already confirmed all the spawning points.
Capture the enemy base or kill all enemy forces. Testudo!
Alright, looks like the hiding spot over here is a little far, but let's get going.
Yeah, Dark Abyss charging up the hill. Well, not charging, but rushing up the hill to get that watchtower. But
Same
if there is
thing
barbarian
over
cavalry, exactly.
And there is! Charge!
Surprising
Ooh,
left flank,
damn!
reflank. Yep.
That was
Goodbye.
Ooh, man! That's some...
That's barbarian
Oh,
cavalry for you. Very
Yeah.
good first blood for Ultimo Estandarte. But they haven't stacked onto the watchtower, so they don't get full vision, full benefits. The light artillery and slingers are deployed next to each other, which means they'll be easier to protect, but they cannot create a crossfire scenario. So it's
And the John
it's a
Emeritus
trade.
has rushed the hill. John Emeritus rushed the hill, and despite them losing the cavalry,
Lilo is
they
catching
have
enemy
captured-
cavalry as well. That's Vercingetorix
indeed.
Cav, so it can pop Defiance and you should win. Though there are 2 cavalries coming from Dark Abyss. Yeah, Lilo is wisely disengaging.
Yep,
Got a charge in the back. Now the disengage will hurt him a little bit. But it's not a problem with Barbarian. And now Bastard caught Sanyover. Sanyover is trying to charge out, but half of his unit is knocked down. And there he comes, Caesar with Silence and being just
And
chased by the
friendly
Bastard.
fire.
Yeah, Ultimo Estandarte start kiting, that's what they have to do, but they have huge range advantage, so they definitely need to use that, but they are giving up their positions uphill. And they are not going to the hill itself, they're going down that valley that leads to the cap. So they won't have any uphill advantage. Now they are turning towards the hill, but that may be too late. They may be trapped.
Oh, don't throw it off yet. I mean, that area is a very good defensible position because of the lack of vision. They can hide so many surprises in there.
And Mongoose is too far away to punish that. He has no range, he cannot shoot at the moment.
Yep.
So it's hard for him to punish it. Now he finds a volley into Sanyover's back, which deals quite a lot of damage. And Meritus Esports is pushing heavily into those tall grass area now. Katos J trying to sneak with his cavalry. Jean Parizot prevents him from doing so, but Katos J is not cut out. He just needs to take a longer route.
And it looks like Vladek is running up to get a good range on that enemy. Looks like
what a nuke! Yeah. Exactly that one. That's one focus fire. The gentleman unit got wrecked.
Yeah.
Well,
yes,
focus
indeed,
fire is available every 10 seconds. If he keeps finding those, those gentlemen are dead.
But there is a bad news for them because the blue team has just lost vision in the middle. They have lost their competitive advantage over there. I don't think that was their plan initially.
No, I think they're just going straight to the base. Meritus doesn't care. You want to kite? We're just gonna cap your base. You have to come to us.
Exactly. That's what the Meritus is planning on. But it looks like the blue team.
They just found pikes, but there are just 5 units of javelin, and that pike unit is gone in mere seconds.
Yep.
Then again, Team Ultimo Estandarte has slingers, they have light arty, so they can keep decapping quite easily from high range. Then again, there's a good hiding spot that both slingers and light arty cannot shoot at. Maybe slingers with focus fire, but they have vision as well, and if they deploy in Testudo, focus fire doesn't do anything.
Exactly, yep. Emeritus is coming back with a vengeance. They are not stopping, because here's the thing, you can have all the slingers, all the light artillery you want. Against so many people, you will not be able to decap. This is just impossible. They're at 75%. Oh no,
and
it's a
why ninja cap when you can just YOLO mid rush cap?
Yes! What is the point of that? 75%, 80%.
Yeah, they need to decap Bastard, he holds the most, but nope.
100%! And it's game over.
Let's see who's the MVP now. Podcasters. Oh,
Nerf. I call hacks. That was a good game. You want to kite? Good luck. You're just gonna rush your base. See, this is why I feel like these versatile, like if you look at Meritus' team, they're very, very versatile. You cannot find a single weakness in their lineup, but you will not find a specific strength either. So that way they're able to, use their tactics to adjust their formation, adjust their positioning in a way that's gonna exploit the enemy's weakness unless they get ninja capped, which was, again, completely their tactical fault. Had they been scouting properly, none of that would have happened. And I feel like that is gonna be the key to victory. I don't think we're gonna have like a set metas in this game. We're just going to have versatile tactics. We're just going to have versatile teams that are going to be winning just about every game, and it will all boil down to your tactics, just like we see in League of Legends. Dota, sure, you will see some generals moving up and down, but in general, you're going to have similar ideas where tactics are the one that win the victory and strategies are adaptable. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen both teams outplaying each other on the macro level. In the second battle, Ultimo Estandarte completely outplayed Meritus with their fake cavalry acting and going through ninja cap through the beach. Then Team Meritus just YOLO mid-capped and showed it's a very valid strategy as well. Ultimo Estandarte didn't hold their front line in front of them. They had pikes, they had light art, they had slingers, they had definitely tools to deal with those, but they just didn't. They were pushed back. And they also picked good terrain for that. They didn't have watchtower, so they didn't see tall grass, so they could just safely go through tall grass into their base without being too much worried about those slingers and light arty. And light arty was out of position. They couldn't deploy and just shoot. They had to keep on retreating.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.